What's up, everyone? I'm Michael.
And I'm Chris.
Today we're going to be hating on the Buu Saga.
The worst anime arc of all time. Let's get it. Ready is that? It's called Dragon Ball Z.
Start off a little recap from the Cell Saga. At the end, Goku died, sacrificing himself to save.
Listen, come here. The Buu Saga is garbage, and if you like it, you're garbage, and nobody likes you, and you're a waste of oxygen, and you need to die.
But Super Saiyan 3 is cool.
No! Super Saiyan 3 is cool as but that doesn't matter, okay? That doesn't matter. The arc is garbage. If you watch Dragon Ball, and you like the Saiyan Saga, and you like the Cell Saga, and you like the Frieza Saga, and you like Goku, and you like Gohan, why would you watch the Buu Saga? It's garbage!
Start off a recap from the Cell Saga. At the end, Goku sacrifices himself to save the Z Fighters by taking Cell to King Kai's planet and blowing the fuck up.
In the most heroic fashion, Goku, the true hero that he is, that he's been since Dragon Ball, that he evolved into in Dragon Ball Z, sacrifices himself so that no more bad guys will come to the earth. He stays dead, and he passes the torch off to Gohan, the way that this show has always been building up to.
But yet, Akira Toriyama said, fuck that shit.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama let you niggas influence how the show was written, and y'all said, oh, we don't want to watch it without Goku. That's Big Daddy. What are we supposed to do without Goku? And then he had to rewrite Goku into the story.
With the worst arc in the entire show, not including Super.
We're not even going to talk about Super, because my head might fucking explode.
And now we have Gohan in high school, because that's important.
Gohan has to go to freaking high school. Wow. High school anime arc. That's what we all wanted in Dragon Ball. We wanted to see the Super Saiyans go to school.
Yeah, so they have to teach Gohan to get some punani.
And then Gohan assumes this dumbass alter ego of being the golden fighter. Oh my god. Oh my. And then the whole school wants to know what his alter ego was. I guess Spider-Man was just popping too much in Japan at that time.
Bro, they forgot about it in one episode.
They literally find out he's the golden fighter like 2 episodes deep. It's completely irrelevant.
Anyway, they've offered Goku a deal to come back to the living world for one day, and he takes it.
This actually makes sense. It's a nice little touch. Goku's the greatest fighter of all time. He gets to come do a fight for one day. Like, he saved the planet a million times. Makes sense. Perfect.
So the day he decided to go back to Earth is the day of the Budokai Tenkaichi tournament.
This is nice. Goku has a little reunion with his family. He meets Goten. He says nothing to Chichi because he's the worst husband of all time.
Oh, relax.
But we'll get into that later.
Oh, I forgot. During this time, Goku just dropped some semen in Chichi and left. Yo, should I not say that?
I wouldn't say semen.
This man, Goku just drops a kid in Chichi and leaves.
In classic anime dad fashion. He didn't mention that one. He said, oh, I'm staying dead.
So Gohan meets Mr. Saiyan's daughter, who's his classmate, and she wants to learn how to fly, so she starts training with Gohan.
I mean, they started to develop Gohan and Videl's relationship, which is cool, but I mean, like, this is so irrelevant.
At the same time, he tries to train Goten, and Goten reveals that Trunks, Kid Trunks, can turn Super Saiyan.
This is literally the worst part of the whole show. This is the worst part of all of Dragon Ball. If you have been paying attention, Vegeta was killing himself. He was killing himself in the last couple of arcs, trying to achieve Super Saiyan. This is literally impossible. It's impossible to become a Super Saiyan. Goku cracked the code. Vegeta was ready to kill himself on a different planet because he couldn't become a Super Saiyan. Goten and Trunks can just do it without trying.
And they give you a dumbass explanation about the human and Saiyan gene fucking bullshit. I don't even care, bro.
That shit makes no sense because Gohan was getting his back blown out on Namek.
This is a very passionate one, as you can tell.
That makes no sense because Gohan was getting destroyed on Namek by the Ginyu fighters. Why didn't he just decide to turn Super Saiyan right then? Okay, that makes no sense. And if you want to say, well, being on Earth and being more compassionate makes you Super Saiyan. Goku was getting destroyed by like assassins when he was 10. Why didn't he go Super Saiyan then? Like, the writing is horrible.
Bad writing. Vegeta's the only good part about this arc. And when he's training Trunks in the gravity room, he actually punches him in the face because Trunks is pretty strong.
Yeah, this is like one of the few good moments of the arc. Vegeta has a lot of good moments with Trunks in this arc. It's really just about Vegeta developing. That's the only good thing that happens.
So he takes Trunks to the park to forgive him for beating his ass.
Moving on.
So they skip to the tournament. Goku comes back and he talks about Krillin having hair and banging 18.
Krillin's low-key goated for that. Bro was ready to give up the whole entire solar system just for some punani. My goat. My goat.
When they get to the tournament, the announcer from Dragon Ball is there.
It's crazy how they remember the original announcer, but they don't remember any of the themes from the original show.
Well, Super Saiyan cool.
It's just to sell toys.
Bad writing. Bad writing.
So instead of having preliminary rounds, they actually have a punching machine to like gauge the strength of the fighters, but Vegeta doesn't give a fuck. He just destroys it.
My goat.
He's literally the best part about this arc.
So Goten and Trunks do the junior division. I don't know why. And then they steal some guy's costume to fight 18.
Like, what the fuck is happening in this arc, bro?
Before that happens, though, Piccolo realizes that Supreme Kai is there.
So Piccolo, being the goat he is, actually senses a foreign energy there, and he realizes one of the fighters, I think his name is Shin, is actually the Supreme Kai.
Supreme Kai is actually there to take out this guy named Spopovich, who he realizes has the power of Babidi. Wizard.
Supreme Kai tells the Z Fighters that Spopovich is actually absorbing energy for a wizard named Babidi who's trying to reawaken Majin Buu.
He does this by absorbing energy from Gohan and then flying away.
Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Krillin follow them to Babidi's ship.
This is where they encounter Deborah, the king of the underworld.
Yeah, Deborah is actually a pretty cool character. They get into a lot of underworld and afterlife stuff in this arc, which is like kind of really stupid, but I mean, at least Deborah's cool.
So this man has the ability to spit on you and turn you to stone, and this man, Piccolo, catches some spit along with Krillin.
He spits on you and it breaks you up. So they go to Babidi's ship and fight a bunch of irrelevant ass characters, including Pui Pui, Yakon, and then they fight Deborah.
During this fight, Vegeta just wants to beat Goku so bad that he turns evil, taking out Babidi's powers.
I guess they put all the writing into Vegeta. Like his motivation actually makes sense. He wants to go back to being evil because that's when he was like at his peak of his power, and then he feels like if he can harness Babidi's evil through the Majin sign, then he can like beat Goku. It makes sense, but like
yeah. So they go back to the tournament, and then he fights Goku, and he blows up the tournament, killing everybody there.
I like how they call this version of Vegeta the Prince of Darkness. Like this is actually good stuff. Here we actually get a fire moment where Supreme Kai tries to stop Vegeta and Goku from fighting, and Goku just puts his hand up and says, "Hey, move out the way or I'm blowing your head off."
Now time for the best part of the entire arc. Goku versus Majin Vegeta. Ah! Okay, so Vegeta finally thinks he could beat Goku's ass, but guess not, buddy. Even though he actually does win this fight, Goku's hiding a little secret in the back of my, you know what I'm saying? But it starts off, they're just pummeling each other, regular Super Saiyan. Then Vegeta turns Super Saiyan 2, revealing that he actually unlocked the power from the Cell Saga.
This was so fire, even after Vegeta said he was going to stop fighting, but nah, that man couldn't help himself. He had to train.
So Goku matches his Super Saiyan 2 by showing he's also achieved this power in the afterlife.
And they just go at it, bro. Bang for bang, blow for blow. It's really a dog fight.
And you just see a key blast clash, like, ah! Goku doesn't win the clash and actually gets pinned to the wall by Vegeta using his energy. Like, staples?
Yeah, he makes energy staples and just starts beating Goku's ass. Like, I cannot emphasize this enough. They're really just going for it.
Vegeta resists Babidi's power because he just wants to beat Goku's ass.
Vegeta's conviction is so strong that even though he's under Babidi's influence, he resists his mind control.
Vegeta explains that every time Goku's beating him, it's gnawed away at his fighter spirit, and now he just feels like he's nothing.
Vegeta explains that he used to be a cold-blooded killer. He had no remorse for anything, and he just wanted to be the strongest, and he let Babidi influence him just so he can go back to having that cold-hearted will in him.
Not even to gain his power, just to turn his heart evil again, so he has the power to beat Goku.
This is the best part of the arc. This is the only good part of the arc. In this fight, Goku and Vegeta have the most iconic anime clash of all time. After having the most iconic anime clash in their first fight with the Gatling gun Kamehameha. But in this one, they hit each other at the same time with the punch. That's gotta be like the most referenced fight move ever. So Majin Buu is awakened. Goku starts to sense his energy and gets a little concerned about the foe that they might have to go up against.
So he tries to convince Vegeta to team up with him to fight against him. But guess what? Vegeta says yes, and then he knocked Goku the fuck out.
Yeah, he did not give a damn about Majin Buu. He wanted to win that fight. That's what he came here for.
Vegeta thinks after beating Goku, he's probably the strongest fighter in the universe, so he just goes and challenges Majin Buu.
Upon arriving, Vegeta realizes that Majin Buu is way stronger than he thought he was. So in order to protect Goten and Trunks, he makes the ultimate sacrifice.
And the best Vegeta scene in the entire show, when he calls Trunks over to him and he explains that he loves him.
The first time he ever said he loved anybody in the whole show. The ultimate character arc right there.
My favorite character!
Trunks. Come here, my son.
Come here, son.
Dad, what's wrong? Oh, this is embarrassing.
Beautiful. Buu just tanks the explosion and regenerates, which makes Vegeta's explosion completely useless. He starts destroying everything in sight, because that's what Buu does. Goku wakes up and realizes that Buu is still alive and still a threat, so he decides to train Goten and Trunks to fuse so that their combined power can defeat Majin Buu.
Dude, that mind. His ass.
In their defense, they think Gohan's dead at this point from fighting Buu, but I mean, how does this plan make any sense?
While this is happening, Gohan trains with Supreme Kai and Kibito to unlock his true power by using the sword? Something? I don't know.
The Z sword. Cause it's called Dragon Ball Z! Huh? While Goku is training Goten and Trunks, Majin Buu is still wreaking havoc on random ass cities. So Goku decides to go fight him and test his strength.
This is where we get the fire ass transformation of Super Saiyan 3, which Goku learned while he was dead.
Yeah, Goku learns his fucking transformation off screen. More off screen bullshit that I love, my favorite.
And this is how you go even further beyond!
And this, what's he doing? Is to go even further beyond!
That was pretty fucking cool. This transformation is why people love this arc. It's honestly the only reason.
It's literally one of the only good moments. So Super Saiyan 3 leaves Goku exhausted, and he still has to train Goten and Trunks.
So in the hyperbolic time chamber, they learn how to fuse by learning the fusion dance.
This is where we get introduced to one of two fusion methods that we see in this arc, and two of the 5 people who are supposed to save us from Buu.
Great writing.
Like, what is happening?
So Mr. Satan finds Majin Buu, they have a dog together, and they take a bath together.
Yeah, they become... After this, the dog gets clapped, and Buu throws up a bunch of clouds, which throw up another Buu, which beat his fucking ass and then eat him.
What?
And then they become Super Buu.
Bad writing.
What about Mr. Satan?
Fuck Mr. Satan. Who gives a goddamn about Mr. Satan?
So Super Buu goes to Kami's hideout where he just starts turning everybody to chocolate.
And then he waits around for like an entire day for Goten and Trunks to be able to fuse so that he can fight them inside the hyperbolic time chamber. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Anyway, this is where we get the Kamikaze Ghost attack. My favorite attack.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense.
Fused Goten and Trunks can do fucking magic.
Because the fusion is magic.
They also go Super Saiyan 3! Come here. I need to talk to y'all niggas. So, after not training at fucking all, Goten and Trunks go Super Saiyan, skip Super Saiyan 2, and just go straight Super Saiyan 3, which Goku couldn't even do in Living World because he doesn't have the same amount of energy that he had in Otherworld. Akira Toriyama, God rest his soul, was smoking devious amounts of crack when he made this arc.
At the same time, Gotenks is fighting Super Buu, and as a last resort, Piccolo decides that if they lose, to trap Majin Buu in the hyperbolic time chamber.
But he just decides to scream really loud and get out. I mean, Buu can just do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, including healing a blind kid, which good Buu did after murdering like 10,000 people. Morally questionable Buu.
Even with all this dumbass training in Super Saiyan 3, they still lose. It's so bad. There's so much.
I would just like to say, the This arc is genuinely hard to review because most of the episodes are so garbage, like we cannot sit through them.
When he gets to Otherworld, Goku talks to King Yemma and he tells him that Gohan is not dead. So Goku goes to Supreme Kai to ask him where Gohan is.
When he gets there, he finds out that Gohan has just been training with him the whole time to use the Z Sword.
Yeah, and then he breaks the Z Sword, releasing some old man, bro.
He releases Elder Kai, who tells him that he has another method of fusion, which is his earrings.
So they turn the Supreme Kai into Kabito Kai after making them fuse together forever as a bad joke.
Bad writing.
And the Elder Kai decides to give his backstory where he got fused with a witch in the past.
Moving on. Buu kills everyone. Every single person. The entire world. Including Chichi and Bulma.
Bruh.
But death just has no bearing on this show anymore. They just don't give a fuck.
There's no way this is the same show. Remember when Goku went on a revenge spree because Piccolo killed Krillin? And he doesn't even care that Chi-Chi died.
Is this the same Goku? Like, this should feel like a different dimension or something, bro. Bro, moving on.
Elder Kai decides to unlock Goku's true power by making him sit on his ass while he does some spell on him, I guess.
This is the second time Gohan had his full potential awakened. The first time was on Namek, but now he gets a different form, different from Super Saiyan. How does that make any sense? It's his full potential. Why can't he go Super Saiyan?
Elder Kai, Kabito Kai, and Goku decide that Gohan's ready to take down Majin Buu, so he goes back to Earth.
He arrives. The pinnacle of everything that's been building up in Dragon Ball since episode 1. Gohan steps up to the plate, takes up the mantle, and gets ready to defeat the big bad all by himself.
And fucking loses.
Embarrassingly. After telling Majin Buu that he came here to kill him, Gohan gets tricked, outsmarted, and defeated by Buu and absorbed. Because Buu absorbs Gotenks and Piccolo and becomes another form of Buu, which is even more powerful.
Elder Kai in Otherworld decides to give Goku the last of his life and bringing Goku back to life.
Goku arrives on Earth to help Gohan fight with the intention of fusing with him, but he throws him the earring and Gohan fucking misses. Probably saw the earring coming in slow motion. Like at the same time.
This is the first time they made Piccolo useless. At the same time, Vegeta ends up at King Yama's desk where they tell him that he's actually going to be brought back to life to help Goku.
So guess who has to save the day once again? Big Daddy Goku, per usual.
Neither of them are strong enough to beat Majin Buu, so Goku tries to convince Vegeta to fuse with him.
Yeah, Vegeta's reluctant because at this point, they think that the earring fusion is permanent. It's not. They just say this for no fucking reason.
Here we get a fire fusion, actually, Vegito. Even though they fuse, Majin Buu still absorbs Vegito.
Yeah, I mean, it was fire, but he's also like the 5th person to fight Buu, so I don't really give a fuck anymore. I just want the arc to be over.
Even though Vegito's fucking super cool and super strong, Buu still beats his ass. How? Okay, inside Majin Buu's butthole. Huh? This is when you find out that Majin Buu is actually a combination of the old Supreme Kai clan that he wiped out,
as well as Goten, Trunks, Piccolo, and Gohan. And now Vegeta and Goku.
But also inside, they unfuse,
which they didn't know they could do until just now.
Now they think they won, but after escaping Majin Buu, guess what happens? He turns into Kid Buu, his strongest form out of all of them.
Yeah, he was actually being held back by the nice people that he absorbed, and now he's in his pure, unadulterated evil form. Which Buu form is this? Quick
17.
Quiz. We got Good Buu, Giga Buu, Super Buu, Piccolo and Gotenks Buu, Vegito Buu,
and Kid Buu.
And Oob, my favorite character.
Because way too much stuff happened in this arc. We forgot to tell you that Mr. Popo saved Dende's life when Buu killed everybody.
Yeah, he was like the only survivor.
So Vegeta tells Dende to go to planet Namek to use their Dragon Balls to bring everybody back to life on Earth.
So they use the Namekian Dragon Balls to wish everybody back to life because death literally has no concept in Dragon Ball at this point. And Goku uses the energy of everybody on Earth.
And Vegeta gives them some.
To make a giant spirit bomb to kill Buu.
You just do that in the first place.
After none of the key attacks that they used the entire arc could kill Buu, Goku makes a giant key attack to kill Buu. And did we mention how nobody even wanted to give Goku their energy until Mr. Satan stepped in and got everybody on board? The GOAT himself, Mr. Satan.
Yo. Bro, why?
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like and subscribe.
Vegeta actually puts in some work by holding off Buu while Goku builds up the spirit bomb.
Pretty much the only good thing that happens in the entire last couple of episodes. Goku prays that Buu comes back because he saw the goodness in his heart after he murdered his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, and Fat Buu emerges, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Fat Buu just comes back and they just forgive him for murdering a bunch of people.
And then there's a time skip. Now they have an episode about the Z Fighters having a barbecue, and Goku sits in a bird's nest.
I actually really like that episode.
Me too. I explained that bad, but it's a pretty good episode where it shows Goku just being normal Goku, like back in the day.
Yeah, after being a complete dumbass for the entire Buu Saga, he comes back and shows us old Goku, where he really just like cares about nature. He loves being in the woods. This is my guy, bro. Like, where was he?
After this, they have a time skip where they go to the future and see Buu's reincarnation fighting the tournament.
Yeah, I'm still not even sure if this part is canon. Like, I guess it sets up GT, and they make a few mentions of Oob and Super, but we're not even gonna talk about how horrible Super is.
Yeah, it's canon, but not canon because they're gonna get to it in Super, but like half get to it.
It should have just ended when Goku died.
Bro, it would have been perfect. The end of Goku, they didn't even need to have Gohan as the main character, to be honest. It was nice to see him beat Cell, but the show should have ended there.
I don't even mind the fact that Gohan, after going through all the stuff in the Saiyan saga, the Frieza saga, and the Cell saga, decides that he doesn't want to be a fighter anymore. That like makes sense. But why would they make this arc where they mold Gohan into the hero that's supposed to save everybody just to watch him fail? What does it mean? What's the point of it? What does it say about his character? It's just super random.
Bad writing.
Bad writing.
This was absolutely the worst arc in all of Dragon Ball. It ruins everything about Goku's character, and it just brings in powers that are so irrelevant. I have no reason to like this arc.
This arc is so messy. I don't think I've ever watched an anime arc more messy than this. They initially have to fight Fat Buu, and then there's like 5 different versions of Buu. Gohan's supposed to fight him. Goten and Trunks are supposed to fight him. Goku and Vegeta are supposed to fight him. And then they just win with a spirit bomb.
It started with Goku coming back to fight in a tournament as his last hurrah to say goodbye with his friends. That's it.
Not to mention that I completely forgot it starts off with Gohan going to high school. Like, why does that happen? It's irrelevant. All of his friends are irrelevant. They spend like 3 episodes introducing like all of his friends. He has different dynamics with all of them, and none of them matter at all.
They honestly had no clue what they were doing.
And we have to talk about the Super Saiyan retcon. Like, that shit was horrible.
Goku had to train his entire life, and Vegeta just couldn't reach it no matter what.
Yeah, after watching Vegeta like die for it in the last arc, I already mentioned this earlier in the video, but after watching Vegeta die for it in the last arc, his son just being able to do it for no reason, it's like a smack in the face. Like, what have I been watching? What have I been invested in? Thank you guys so much for tuning in today.
I don't care if you enjoyed it. I'm not here to entertain you.
Well, we are professional hating, and hating is what we do.
If you want us to hit on something you love, leave it in the comments below. I'll go in and destroy it.
If you want us to make a video on how absolutely horrible Dragon Ball Super is, please let us know in the comments below, and we will do it.
And remember, go f*** yourself.
This leads Sasuke into forming the Taka, which nobody gives a flying fuck about. I don't know why
I hate the Taka, man.
All of them are such flat, boring, and useless characters. Karin and Jugo have to be the most one-dimensional characters I've ever seen in my entire life. They have
Sasuke!